All right, so it's official. The American President Donald Trump has set the ball rolling for his Gaza Peace Board. And it's turning out to be one of the biggest body of world leaders outside the ambit of the United Nations. The shape and form of the board remains pretty fluid as the world leaders continue to accept, reject or wait to join. Now, since the announcement of the ceasefire between Hamas and the State of Israel last October, speculation had been doing the rounds about its functioning and its formation. To clear the air, Donald Trump took the stage at Davos to unveil the much-awaited Gaza Peace Board.
Today we're announcing more details regarding the Board of Peace, so important. This board has the chance to be one of the most consequential bodies ever created, and it's my enormous honor to serve as its chairman. I was very honored when they asked me to do it.
The Trump's special advisor, Jared Kushner, who also happens to be his son-in-law, has laid out the plan. He said that the next 100 days will focus on aid and reconstruction. However, the ground reality in the Gaza Strip paints a completely different picture. Rafah, the border crossing with Egypt, remains under Israeli control. The conditions for the ceasefire to move into the second stage are yet to be fulfilled. Now, Hamas is yet to disarm itself and to leave the enclave. The Israeli forces remain in over 50% of the occupation of the Palestinian land, and the Israelis made it clear that they will not vacate the land that they have occupied in the last 2 years.
And I've been very clear that Hamas must return that last remaining deceased hostage as well, and that will be the full commitment. And then we get on to other things, and we're committed to ensuring Gaza is demilitarized, properly governed, and beautifully rebuilt. It's going to be a great plan, and that's where the Board of Peace really started. And I think we can spread out to other things as we succeed with Gaza.
The American president also made comments on the role of Board of Peace beyond the Gaza Strip, but he fell short of providing much details about it. He said that the Board of Peace will work in tandem with the United Nations and does not seek to replace it. However, at the same time, he also accused the United Nations of not doing enough for peace in the world. Now, Trump's Board of Peace is turning into a body of global leaders. Total 50 leaders had been invited to join. Now, reports had said that about 35 leaders would accept the invitation so far, but the refusals are coming from America's closest Western allies. Countries such as France, Britain, Sweden and Norway are unwilling to join. Canada has expressed support, but it is yet to announce its participation. But others have signed up, particularly in West Asia. Most Muslim nations, including Indonesia, Turkey, Egypt, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Pakistan and Qatar, have accepted this invitation. The Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu will also be a part of this board. Other Trump allies, including the likes of Argentina's President Javier Milei and Hungary's Viktor Orban, have also taken a seat. But to get a permanent seat in the Board of Peace, they need to cough up a princely sum of $1 billion. Now, BRICS heavyweights such as Russia, China and India have also been invited. China and India have so far taken a very cautious path. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Xi Jinping are mulling about their final response to the Board of Peace. The Russian President Vladimir Putin has thrown a bit of a curveball at Trump. He says that Russia is ready to pay $1 billion to support the Gaza Peace Board from its frozen assets.
We are ready to send $1 billion from the funds frozen in the United States under the previous administration to this new structure, the Board of Peace, first and foremost in order to support the Palestinian people and use these funds for reconstruction of Gaza and solution of Palestine's problems.
The structure of this peace board includes two primary components: founding members and members who will join later. Donald Trump wields the ultimate right to remove any member from the board. What will be the say of the world leaders and how the power dynamics will play within the board remains to be seen. And WION's Siddhan Sibyl has been tracking the story very closely for us and has sent us this report from Davos in Switzerland, where the leaders signed the Board of Peace Charter. Listen in.
It's curtains down from the World Economic Forum here in Davos. And Donald Trump was the clear showstopper, hogging all the limelight, whether it's his address at the Davos World Economic Forum, whether it's his meeting with Zelensky and other world leaders, or whether it is he chairing the signing ceremony of the charter for the Gaza Peace Board. Now, many countries lined up, like Pakistan, countries who have a history of supporting terrorism. But there were other countries as well present, like Argentina, many countries from the West Asian region. But what is the future of the Board of Charter is a big question. Is it trying to replace the UN? Is also something that is much talked about. But clearly, here, not only the world leaders' speeches, but the technologies and AI was part of the conversation, and whatever happened here in Davos is going to impact millions across the world for next few months. With video journalist Neeraj Patel, Siddhant Sibal for WION in Davos, Switzerland.